And I definitely don't want to dig with these because, as you can see, this has flutes, and so it is going to scoop product, and obviously if I touch the nail, it is going to scoop keratin, and we don't want it to do that, right? Hey there, and welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Paola of paolaponcenails.com, your source for all things premium soft gels and entrepreneurship in the nail industry. If this sounds like a niche you'd like to continue growing in, then at the end of this video, do consider subscribing to this channel and our weekly newsletter. Let's begin. Well, hey there. Let's discuss when to use a medium or a fine bit. Now, we're gonna call this a coarse bit and a fine bit just for simplicity here. You can use any type of coarseness depending on what you need. So for me, when I'm removing a natural nail overlay that has soft gel, I'm gonna start with my medium ceramic. Now, if you don't know, ceramics are a little bit more lightweight. They also maintain a little bit more coolness if you're filing off in prolonged periods of time. And then also, they are meticulously cut there, so they're not as sharp. And also, in case they were to come in contact with a natural nail, they are a little bit more gentle when they do reduce keratin accidentally, or also when we are shaving down products. So that has been my experience. It is not wrong for you to use any other material. Just want you to know why I'm particularly using ceramic, and personally why I really enjoy using it. It just feels, again, a little bit more lightweight, the material, versus a metal. It's just as strong, maybe just a little shy, less strong than tungsten carbide. But again, just right there next to it. And yeah, these are zirconia ceramic, so they are the highest quality type of ceramic bit. So when you use a medium bit, for me, that's going to be when I want to reduce the nail. Now I'm doing a natural nail overlay, so you'll see these nails are not bulky. And I don't have to remove so much of the enhancement as I would have to maybe with a hard gel if I was working with that kind of material, which I don't. In this channel, we specialize in the use of structured soft gel. So I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the bulk. Once I start seeing that I'm getting really close to the natural nail, that's when I start changing things to a fine. And this yellow band actually means that this bit is extra fine. So again, you can see the little flutes there, very small, tiny, gentle. Should they come in contact with a natural nail, again, it's not going to remove so strong, because yes, they have teeth, but again, these just, in my experience, seem to reduce a little less keratin in the few times they will touch the natural nail. So again, that's just what I do. So I'm going to show you how I reduce with my medium, and then how I change over to my ceramic. If you're interested in my whole Efile procedure, from nail prep, removal, rebalancing, all of that jazz, you can find that information step by step in my Efficient Efiling Masterclass. So if you want to invest in a little time of focus and attention to learn all of the processes step by step in a concise and efficient manner, plus you get lifetime access to this course, again, Efficient Efiling Masterclass, I'll go ahead and link it down below. I'll also link you to my resource with my favorite Efile bits and tools and where I like to get these. So when I am using my medium ceramic bit, I like to remove vertically. So I like to go from here down. Now I don't want to scoop because I don't want to create these divots, and I also don't want to do little short passes because I don't want to create these valleys. I want to work at an efficient speed. For me, it's going to be a little bit more on the high end, at least 20,000 RPM. And I'm going to swipe down, letting the tool do the work. If at any time you feel like you're applying pressure, that means you're not letting the tool do the work and it's you doing the work. So you might as well hand file. If you're going to push down on your tool and you do the work and not increase your RPMs, then again, you might as well hand file because it's you doing the work, not the machine, not the ceramic bit. So here we are. As you can see, I've removed the bulk of the nail. Another thing I like to do with my medium ceramic, again, I don't go coarser unless I'm removing plastic, like those full coverage tips. Then those are hard compared to like my more semi-hard product, and I don't want to wear down my bits, so I would increase my grit to like an extra coarse. In that scenario, if I have a carbide available, I will use my carbide. I actually don't have one right now, so I'm just using all of my ceramics, and I'm again going to increase the grit to something like an extra coarse or something in between. This is a gel extension. So what I'm going to do here is reduce the free edge with my medium bit before I show you how I move down to my ceramic, my fine ceramic. So that was it. I took my ceramic bit, reduced the tip. Here we are. That's another thing I use my medium ceramic. So again, I hardly ever use an extra coarse unless I'm removing like a foreign material that I don't use, like acrylic, hard gel, poly gel, sometimes full coverage tips. That's when I would do my extra coarse. But for the most part, I'm reducing all of my overlays with a medium ceramic. Now I'm almost close to the natural nail. And I definitely don't want to dig with these because, as you can see, this has flutes, and so it is going to scoop product, and obviously if I touch the nail, it is going to scoop keratin, and we don't want it to do that, right? So when we're down to the natural nail, again, I like a little bit more of a gentle material, and of course I truly believe that it is the tools, not the tools, that do the damage. So of course you can cause damage with a tool, but if I can prevent that damage just by taking an extra step and using something that's a little bit more like light or not as aggressive at reducing or shaving nail, which in my opinion is the ceramic, then I'm going to go ahead and take that extra step to do that. Again, by sort of specializing in the use of ceramic bits, and also getting one that's extra fine. These take a little bit more work to find. I'll link you down in the description box below if you're interested. It's from a company called Nail Labo, Japanese gel nail company. These are manufactured in Japan, high quality. And it's the only place where I can find an extra fine. An extra fine is yellow, a fine is a red. I've also used an extra fine, or pardon, a fine, a red band, if I don't have this or I've worn this one down. Because of the flutes being a little shorter, much tighter, then you do have the possibility of wearing it down quicker than something more teethy. Something more teethy is not going to wear out as fast unless you're using it for those big removals all the time. So if you're using it for those harder materials, then of course you're going to reduce it. But this, because the flutes are so tiny, I would say depending on your salon use, you can probably wear this down within like 2 months, and it'll be time to get a new tool. And that is sort of like the average time, anywhere from like 60 to 90 days in the salon for you to switch out all of your E-bits. Okay, so your E-bits are not eternal. They do not get to live on for more than, I would say, 4 months in the salon when you are back to back fully booked. So make sure that you are charging appropriately to account for replacing these within anywhere, again, I would say 2 to 4 months, depending on use. All right, I'm going to take this down. I'm going to start a little bit at a high speed, but once I get close to the natural nail, I definitely want to reduce my speed. So as you can see here, I'm getting really close to the nail, and I actually realized that I could have removed a lot more with my medium ceramic. I don't want my fine bit to do the bulk removing. I want my medium, but I was playing it safe. I didn't want you to see me indent like my bit on nail because I'm known to do that on camera. I just get so focused on the camera and then I'm like, oh crap, I just went on my nail. Okay, so here you can see how there's a little bit of color, and at this point I start reducing with my fine ceramic. And then after that, you decide what you want to do. Do you want to do a sanding band? Again, only if you're trained. Please do not use Efile if you're not trained. Again, if you want like a crash course, or again, you want to invest in a time of focus and really leveling your skills up as a beginner nail tech, then again, check out that efficient Efile masterclass linked below. So I'm going to take my ceramic bit and ever so gently, just going to go around the perimeter and trying to keep that flat to the nail. And I'm not trying to dig. Only if I'm like going over a little bit too much and I just can't get that piece, I may angle my bit in, but for the most part, we are going flat around. So let's do it. All right, we're here. At this point, I'm probably going to move into a board file and also work on my cuticle. So I'm going to do my cuticle work and then do my board file, shape this into a general shape, move on to the next step. So that's what I would use a medium ceramic bit or a medium bit and a fine bit for. Again, medium bit is going to reduce most of my structure overlay because I'm working with soft gel, and then my fine bit is going to allow me to get close to the nail even if I have to touch just a little to remove. But because I'm decreasing the flutes, the teeth of that ceramic bit, I can do it a little safer. Okay, and then I will move on to my cuticle work. The times that you would need an extra course is when you are removing hard products like acrylic, polygel, hard gel, and full coverage chips. But that's kind of rare, so that bit can last you maybe even a little longer, maybe 5 months, 6 months, depending on how often you're doing those removals. All right, hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you for watching. If you loved today's video, can you do me a favor and give it a thumbs up to boost it up in the algorithm so that I may help more people? And if you need a little more direction in your nail career, I want to encourage you to join my free masterclass using the link in the description box below. It is available for you to watch immediately for free right now after signing up.